to the block. I was raised on watchful eyes. Cold wind in the winter air, still I keep my head high. House is real on my tongue, like a name that don't break. Every scar in the city, still we move with no shake. Boots on the ground, hear the heavy step. Boots on the ground, we ain't done yet. Hands to the sky. When the pressure rise, we stand up tall, no fear in our eyes. House of Israel, House of Israel. We built this life from the dust. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Detroit heart, we don't give up. House of Israel, House of Israel. Say it loud, let the whole block know. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. That's how we move, that's how we go. Faded lines on my work shirt, gravel on my soles. I've been carrying this vision through the heat and the cold. Every block got a testimony, every wound got a name. If the night try to fold us, we come back in the flame. Boots on the ground, hear the heavy step. Boots on the ground, we ain't done yet. Hands to the sky. When the pressure rise, we stand up tall, no fear in our eyes. House of Israel, House of Israel. We built this life from the dust. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Detroit heart, we don't give up. House of Israel, House of Israel. Say it loud, let the whole block know. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. That's how we move, that's how we go. Let it roll, let it rise, through the rain, through the fight. If they try to bend our names, we still shine in the night. One sound, one line, one people, one fire. House of Israel, take it high, yeah. House of Israel, House of Israel. We built this life from the dust. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. Detroit heart, we don't give up. House of Israel, House of Israel. Say it loud, let the whole block know. Boots on the ground, boots on the ground. That's how we move, that's how we go.
This the book of Job, chapter 11 and 14. If iniquity be in thy hand, put it far away, and let not wickedness dwell in thy tabernacles.
I caught a demon in my house and cast it out on sight. That's why they hate on Yasharala, cause we shine that bright. Them other nations in the dark and we the children of light. Yeah, we the salt of the earth and yeah, we breaking the curse. And we rehearse the righteous acts cause we ain't trying to get murked. And yeah, this truth is gonna heal you, but at first it gon' hurt. That's why you see us in the field putting in laborers work. Feet in the block with that manna that came from heaven with mirth. We lit like frankincense. Yeah, we them ancient men. We lit like 7 candlesticks. Confess my faults, no secret sin. They on the outside looking in, peeping in, peeking in. They thinking about sneaking in, but we perceive thoughts. And obey what we been taught. Okay, my riches stored in heaven. I don't lock it in a vault. Standing on my father's business. Yeah, I walk it how I talk. Against the rulers of the darkness of this world, I done fought and knocked them off. With my sword, about to cut their heads off. They put up Planned Parenthood, but couldn't cut the eggs off. So we scramble up their brains while they drunk off eggnog. Babylon was Big Wolf, now it's just a dead dog. America, the mother of harlots. The saints gon' take the kingdom, that's gon' happen regardless. Yeah, how was Shah coming, garment like red carpet. Brought this truth to their ear, but they still didn't hearken. I caught a demon in my house and cast it out on sight. That's why they hate on Yasharala, cause we shine that bright. Them other nations in the dark and we the children of light. Yeah, we the salt of the earth and yeah, we breaking the curse. And we rehearse the righteous acts cause we ain't trying to get murked. And yeah, this truth is gonna heal you, but at first it gon' hurt. That's why you see us in the field putting in laborers work. Feet in the block with that manna that came from heaven with mirth.
Yasha, Allah, Yada, Awa, Abba. Now the wicked in me dwelling, can't invite them to me. Cops, it's a different service, sir. We be feeling hurt, not on purpose. You telling the realest verdict. You heard me, Yasha, the attorney. From Prashana, Johnny Cochran, Judah, follow the dot. America moving kinda Sodom. I think we got a problem. Never did no Gucci, no the Balenciaga. But keep the sword for that beef. This Nehemiah when Benny Hanna. Got my Apocrypha, Phantoms of the Opera. Revelation 2 and 9. It's toxic to imposters. One is out locked up. Ain't that how they brought us? The sinister
Shalom, shalom, Israel.
Hey, shalom, shalom, family. Yeah, Shalom.
Shem Yahweh Barakatah. We want to give all praises to Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. We're going to get into this class. It's righteousness and the word rewards that come with it. And of course, we know that ultimate reward is the kingdom. And that's what we're going to get when we do these righteous acts and when we act righteously. So we're going to go over a few scriptures showing acts of righteousness. So let's start off with Deuteronomy 6 and 25.
Okay, Khan. You said Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse number 25, right?
Khan.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 6 and verse number 25. And it shall be our righteousness if we observe to do all these commandments before the Lord our God as he has commanded us.
Khan. And that's what's saying the commandments are righteous. So when you're doing those commandments, you're doing righteously. And we notice, like in the world, they push not keeping the commandments. Even in these churches, what they tell you, the commandments are done away with. But it says right there to be righteous in these commandments. So when you keep those commandments, you're doing righteously. So when somebody say the commandments are done away with, they don't want you to be righteous. It goes hand in hand. And then you can also see when they tell you that, they're not actually reading the Bible. The commandments make you righteous. It's going to be all through the Bible. And we're going to show that today. Let's jump to Psalms. No, go ahead.
No, you good. You good, King.
Oh, no, go ahead if you ask something.
No, you good. I'll wait.
Okay. Let's go to Psalms 119 and 42.
Okay, God. It's the book of Psalms, chapter 119, and verse number 42. Psalms 119 and verse number 42. So shall I have wherewith to answer him that reproacheth me, for I trust in thy word.
So like I'm off for 119 and 142.
And 142? This is Psalms 119 and verse 142. Thy righteousness is an everlasting righteousness, and thy law is the truth.
So you're right there. Thy righteousness, it says it's an everlasting righteousness. And once again, it says the law is the truth. It's tying in righteousness with the commandments, with the law. So when somebody say the commandments are done away with, you're trying to get rid of righteousness and the laws. When you follow these laws, you are righteous. And when you're thinking about this way, so when somebody doesn't follow the law, when they commit adultery, steal, how's that righteousness? How can you have righteousness without the laws? They go hand in hand. You can't have one without the other. Now let's jump down to 144.
Psalms 119 and verse 144.
Matter of fact, my fault. I like 143. Let's go all the way down to
Psalms 119 and verse 143. Trouble and anguish have taken hold on me, yet thy commandments are my delights.
Once again, the commandments. My fault. Go ahead.
The righteousness of thy testimonies is everlasting. Give me understanding, and I shall live.
There you go. Look at all that. It first said, thy commandments are my delights. He's speaking of saying the commandments are his delights. Then he goes to further down and says, righteousness of these testimonies, everything in this book is everlasting. So how they say the law is done away with? It says it's righteousness of these testimonies that are everlasting. It don't stop. And then what does it say? If once you give me this understanding of this book, I should start living. What we say when you come into this truth, you start off as a newborn baby. So you really starting to live. I say once I was lost, but now I'm found. Righteousness and these commandments, almost one and the same, go hand in hand. Let's jump to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse 22.
Okay. Come. Chapter 2 and verse number, let's see, verse number 22, right?
Come.
This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2 and verse number 22. As for the mysteries of God, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern a reward for blameless souls.
Come. All ties in the wages of righteousness. It said, if you're not righteous, you can't find out none of the mysteries in this book. You'd be lost. And doesn't it seem that way when we go out to camp and people be trying to, oh, well, this is done away with, y'all saying this, and we reading right out the Bible. It just says for the mysteries, they don't know them. When you're not righteous, you don't know. When you're not following these commandments, you can't see what's in this book. It's like a puzzle anyway, but it's basically like a puzzle that's buried when you're not doing these commandments. You trying to put how they say, you trying to put a circle in a square peg. It ain't gonna fit if you ain't doing these commandments. You got to do these commandments. You got to be righteous to have an understanding what's in this book, what's in these scriptures. Let's jump to Luke chapter 1 and verse.
Hey, and Salaki, quick thing. It says, as for the mysteries of God, they knew them not, neither hoped they for the wages of righteousness. Right? If you're thinking about wages, it's like when you're at work, you get your specific wage based on the work that you put in. You know what I'm saying? Let's say you work 40 hours a week, the wages you got for that work could be like, 600, 500, 700, so on and so forth. Right? So it's also showing you like your righteousness, the Lord is paying you for that. He's going to pay you for that.
There you go. Like we said, that righteousness, you're going to get paid. There's going to be a payment for that. Because like you said, we working for the Most High.
And it says, nor discern a reward for blameless souls. Right? So part of that wage that you're getting paid for by the Lord is not just a reward, it's a reward of being blameless. Because part of you being blameless is you getting the kingdom of heaven as well.
There you go. That payment for being righteous. A lot of times people think you just doing this to do it. But yeah, you are doing it. You trying to earn your way into the kingdom. And we're going to see further in these scriptures. When you be righteous, the Most High also rewards you on earth. It's just not to the kingdom. You're going to get other rewards. Let's go to Luke chapter 1, and we're going to read 5 and 6.
Luke chapter 1. Okay. It's the book of Luke chapter 1 and verse number 5. Luke chapter 1 and verse number 5. It says, there was in the days of Herod, the king of Judea, a certain priest named Zacharias, of the course of Abiah, and his wife was of the daughter of Aaron, of the daughters of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. And they were both righteous before God, walking in all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord blameless.
That word blameless again. And it said they were both righteous before God. And what made them righteous before God? Walking in all the commandments and ordinance. This priest and his wife, you know what I mean? Walking in the righteousness of the commandments. You gotta tie these commandments in with that righteousness. When you following these commandments, you living righteously. You're gonna get those rewards. It comes with it. You know what I mean? So let's jump down. See, hold on. We're gonna go to the whole title of the story. Did you read where we should bear? Jump down to, because she was barren, she couldn't have a kid. Let's jump down to where it says she had a kid at I think it was 19, right?
Oh, you talking about what Talking about John the Baptist.
Yeah, Con, where like I said, hold on, read that one more time. Let's go.
What, verse number 5 or 6?
Yeah, verse number 5.
Okay, Con. This is Luke chapter 1 and verse number 5. There was in the days of Herod, the king of Judea, a certain priest named Zacharias, of the course of Abiah, and his wife was of the daughters of Aaron, and her name was Elizabeth. And they were both righteous before God, walking in all the commandments and ordinances of the Lord blameless. And they had no child, because that Elizabeth was barren, and they both were now well stricken in years.
Time. Now let's jump down to where it says, let's go down to, we're going to make a jump just to show how he rewarded them. Let's go to 24.
Okay, Con. Luke chapter 1 and verse number 24. And after those days, his wife Elizabeth conceived and hid herself 5 months, saying,
oh no, go ahead. Yeah, go ahead.
Saying, thus have the Lord dealt with me in the days wherein he looked on me, and take away my reproach among men.
See, it said she was barren, and they were in old age, but they were living righteously. So what did the Most High do? Bless them with a child. Like we were saying earlier, he doesn't just reward you. You know, of course you're going to get rewarded with the gates of heaven, but he can also reward you here on earth because they was living righteously. And you see what we read earlier in 5, it said both of them were living righteously by the Lord. So this is things that we should strive for, to keep these commandments and live righteously. Let's go to Isaiah 26 and 3.
Okay, come on.
Let's start at 2.
All right. It's the book of Isaiah, chapter 26, and verse number 2. Slack, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, Con. Isaiah chapter 26 and verse number 2. Open ye the gates, that the righteous nation which keepeth the truth may enter in. Thou will keep him in perfect peace, whose mind is stayed on thee, because he trusteth in thee.
God, living righteously, a righteous nation shall enter in the truth. And it says what? Because he had trusted in me. Keeping these commandments, that's that trust you got to have in the Most High that he's going to reward you. But you got to be righteous. And see what it said, a righteous nation. Because that's what we say. What do we say? We can't get out of here individually. We trying to get out of here as a nation. That's why we have people try to do these commandments. That's why we tell them to keep these commandments and live. You got to live righteously. Because it's a nation thing. It's not an individual thing. We're trying to get our brothers to be righteous also, to be righteous in this truth, so we can get on those chariots together.
Hey, and Salakiak, and it says the righteous nation. There's only one nation on this earth that's known for being righteous.
There you go.
Be righteous. You know what I'm saying?
There you go.
It didn't say the righteous person or a righteous people. It said a righteous nation, the righteous nation. Right? In Psalms 147, in verse 19 and 20, when the Lord said he gave us the laws and the commandments, he gave us the laws, the commandments, the statutes, and judgments. He has dealt so with no other nation. Right? And what is being righteous? Keeping the laws and commandments of Yahweh Shemel Shai. So if he only gave that to the nation of Israel, that symbolized for us as being a righteous nation that he's waiting on. He didn't give it to the heathens. He didn't give it to Esau or Moab or whatever. They might have 1 or 2 righteous people in the midst of their nation, but that don't mean their whole entire nation are righteous.
Not as a whole,
Exactly.
And like you say, that kills the Bible is for everybody. It says a righteous nation. It don't say nations.
Right.
So, like you say, that kills that right there when it says righteous nation.
Yeah, and keep me. And it says, keep them in perfect peace, Who's the people that's going through who's stuff right now, basically?
Con.
That ain't got no peace. You know what I'm saying? That's us. We're in the worst conditions, lower estate. The ghettos got to deal with murders and atrocities, gunshots. Every damn night we're hearing that, right?
Con.
We have no justice when it comes to the law and this wicked system. So we're never in peace. We're never in constant peace. And it says in perfect peace because right now we're going through hell.
Con.
You know what I'm saying?
And
it
also,
says trust in thee. Huh?
Con. I was going to say, and also, most of us still live in that righteousness and peace, even though all those things happen to us.
Yeah. Yeah, mentally, you could say, and all of that stuff, especially us as Israelites, because we understand why all of this has happened. But we're talking about like even physically.
Con.
You know what I'm saying? We're not any kind of peace right now.
Con.
Permanently. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
so
yeah,
how the Lord is saying, I'm waiting for that righteous nation who will trust in him, who have perfect peace. That's only speaking about us. Because we're dealing with the opposite right now. So that's what we're trying to seek and we're trying to get. Are you?
Con, definitely. Good point. Let's go back to Psalms 119 and let's go to 142, 172. My mistake, 172.
This is Psalms chapter 119 and 172. My tongue shall speak of thy word, for all thy commandments are righteousness.
Con, and like you were saying, the laws were only given to us. So it says, how can you say that the commandments are done away with? And he's saying, all thy commandments are righteous. It wouldn't make any sense to get rid of the commandments. He's saying they're righteous. How can they be done away with when he said, my tongue shall speak, for all thy commandments are righteous? So when you say, oh, no, the commandments are this and this, we doing those righteous acts by following the commandments. Mm-hmm. You're going to be righteous by doing these commandments. That's what makes you righteous. Let's go to Ephesians 5 and 9. And we're going to go take that 5. We're going to read 9 and 10.
Okay. I got you. Ephesians 5 and verse number 9. It's the book of Ephesians, chapter 5 and verse number 9. For the fruit of the Spirit is in all goodness and righteousness and truth, proving what is acceptable unto the Lord.
They're fruits of the Spirit and all goodness and righteousness. It's a constant thing with this righteousness. So that means it constantly wants you to keep these commandments. It's telling you it's righteously. Saying it all is what acceptable unto the Lord. Fruits of the Spirit, goodness and righteous. And that's also how we should be dealing with each other. We should be dealing with each other in righteousness by the fruits of the Spirit. That's some of the things we're going to be based on. That one of the things with us is how we deal with each other. A lot of times we don't deal with each other righteously. That's that's some of the main steps right there. We're not dealing with each other righteously. Let's jump to.
Yeah, even quick thing with the fruits of the Spirit, like Galatians 5:22, where it says love, joy, peace. Love, who you're supposed to have love for. Like in John 14 and 15, love is keeping the commandments. The Lord said in the book of Deuteronomy, love the Lord thy God with all thy heart, with all thy soul, like in the Shema prayer, and also love thy neighbor as thyself.
That's
a
commandment.
That's a commandment, right? Joy, have joy with your people, have joy with your children, right? Have happiness, peace. Be at peace with all men, but more importantly, be at peace with your people. Right? Long suffering. Long suffering is speaking about the heathens. To hell with their ass. When the Lord's saying be long suffering, he's speaking about with your people, with your nation. And that ties into you having mercy, patience, compassion. Right? Especially now with our people, because we're all dealing with the curses. So it's going to teach you to be patient with your nation, with your wife, your children, your brothers and your sisters, family members, you know, and your neighbors, which are of your nation of Israel. Right? All the curses that we're dealing with. People doing drugs, jacked up, you know, come from jacked up backgrounds, family houses and everything. Right? Jacked up society and the system that we're living in. You know, so you got to be long suffering with your people. And even Moses, remember Moses?
Patience with us.
Yeah, he didn't choose. Remember how many times, man, he was like, damn, these people give me a damn headache. And the Lord about to wipe their behinds out. And then Moses said, please have mercy.
He stepped in. That's what I was telling that class to say. Moses stepped in. He went up to bat for us a lot of times. Especially when he was going up to the mountain. He turned around. What is these guys doing? I just left. And they done made a gap. Yeah. But it's like you say, we have to learn to deal with each other with patience, with the fruits of the Spirit. And that's the main thing. A lot of brothers don't deal with each other righteously. We have anger for each other right off the bat over a small issue.
Yeah. Yeah, Salakia, you might have to move your camera up a little because it's just showing like, yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect. All right. Yeah, I yield, King.
Oh, no, you was good. Like you say, us brothers, were us as a nation, we deal with each other angrily. We deal with each other like we the enemy. And that's the thing. We not being righteous with each other.
It starts with us.
Definitely. You gotta fix your house before you start spreading out. And that's the thing. So we gonna show it righteously. There's a few rewards, and it's easier for us to build when we deal with each other righteously. That's the main thing. We can build with each other. We have to do because, like we're gonna show in some of these videos, when we celebrate with each other, we're doing it righteously, and we having a good time. But it's all done out of righteousness, and it's also done out of love, the love we have for each other. And you know it is. Some days we can be out to 4, 5 o'clock in the morning having a good time. It's all done out of righteousness.
All right.
Let's jump. We're gonna jump to Galatians 5:22, and we're gonna go over like what you just said, some of the stuff.
Okay, God. It's the book of Galatians, chapter 5, and verse number 22. But the fruit of the Spirit is love, joy, peace, long-suffering, gentleness, goodness, faith, meekness, temperance. Against such, there is no law.
That was you was just saying, all those things. That's how we have to deal with each other. Long-suffering. Even though I know sometimes it's hard dealing with us. You know what I mean? That long-suffering. And it's hard to be gentle with Israel. You know what I mean? That goodness, that faith. But just imagine if we dealt with each other like that. See, that's what the other nations, they don't want us to be righteous with each other. They want us to have that violence with each other. Because what do they say sometimes? Y'all doing that to each other.
Right.
When you talking about what we doing, you're doing it to each other. That's the first thing they're going to come out with. But we have to flip that in righteousness. Because they doing by all means to stop you from doing these commandments and stop you from being righteous with your brother. Best believe they prefer us to destroy each other.
Hell yeah. It makes their work easier for them.
Yeah, you know what I mean? And that's what they prefer us to destroy each other. Let's go back to Wisdom of Solomon. Let's go to 8 and 7. Chapter 8, verse 7.
Okay. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 8, and verse number 7. And if a man love righteousness, her labors are virtues, for she teacheth temperance and prudence, justice and fortitude, which are such things as men can have nothing more profitable in their life.
Now, we ain't talking about her as a woman, you know what I mean? But we also, it goes into like the scriptures and these commandments, and it says your labor, like you were saying earlier, is a virtue. When you do that labor, you get that payment back. What happens sometimes when you do something righteous you get that good feeling on you. Matter of fact, you can gain some things by being righteous. What do they say? Sometimes you can get more flies with honey than vinegar. You know what I mean? And that's that righteousness. But with us as a people, we take that opposite route. We more angry. We more violent with each other. It's that righteousness that we have to deal with each other. And like we were saying, you got to have a lot of patience, long suffering. We're not saying it's going to be easy dealing with us. But if we got to follow these commandments, if we want to get to that kingdom, if we want that reward that comes with righteously, that's how we got to deal with each other. We're going to go to Sirach, chapter 27, and we're going to read 8 and 9.
It's the book of Sirach, chapter 27, and verse number 8. Sirach, chapter 27, and verse number 8. If thou followest righteousness, thou shalt obtain her, and put her on as a glorious long robe. The birds will resort unto their like, so will truth return unto them that practice in her.
Like I say, we're not speaking on the one, but it says when you follow that righteousness, you should obtain her. Put on that glorious robe. When you're doing like that and you obtain her, like if we was using like a woman, for example, a glorious robe, how does that look? She dressed to a T. And what it say? Reserve the birds are like that. The truth will return unto them that practice in her. When you practice righteously, when you practice these commandments, when you follow these commandments, the truth gonna return right back to you. But you got to practice. You got to do these commandments. It's all one line of guidance. Keeping that righteousness. Righteousness is several, probably close to 100 scriptures about righteousness. You know what do they tell you in school when they repeat a word over and over again? That's something you should put in your head. That word has to be important. Let's jump down. Read.
Huh?
Oh no, go ahead. Say what you're gonna say.
And also, like it was saying, with the birds shall resort unto thee. It's like that saying, birds of a feather, right? It says the birds shall resort unto their like. It's like the same, birds of a feather do what? They flock together. Right? So also tying into people that are moving in the spirit of righteousness, they'll start to fellowship and start to gather amongst each other as well too. You know what I'm saying? And that's a unifying in the laws and the commandments of God. Gather with like-minded people that are keeping the laws and commandments of the Lord. Remember in 1 Corinthians, the Lord even said it. He said, what communion have light with darkness? Right? What fellowship have the wolf with the sheep? Right? And we're supposed to be the sheep of the Lord, right? So no mixing and co-mingling with these other nations and, people that's moving in the wickedness. The Lord said the righteous going to start to gather. And that's us unifying more in this truth as well as Israelites.
And when you say us moving as one, when you move in a unit, what does that show? That shows power.
Right. Hell yeah.
When the whole unit is good. Sometimes when you hear a group marching and it's 20, 30, somebody can hear that from around the corner. That's a power state. That's a power movement right there. All in. And when you're moving like that in righteousness, sometimes, how can I put it? Sometimes that looks more fearful than a bunch of people coming unorganized. You know what I mean? So that righteous, like you said, when we moving as one unit, moving all together, makes the people like, you know what? I want to see what them brothers is about. They doing this righteously. Also, like we said earlier, when we celebrating with each other, people be like, man, what a holiday is it? But it's a holy day we doing. People looking crazy, like they having a good day, like on the Tuesday. What they right. You know what I mean?
Hey, Jake always looking for an excuse to party and have a good time.
God.
But one of the things Jake hate when they're not in the loop, they don't know what's going on.
You know what I mean?
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like 4th of July, you know what I'm saying? These holidays that America set up, Jake will find any way to party and participate in it. Even if the meaning of it is wicked as hell, he's still going to try to find a way to bring the grill out, cook and all of that stuff and have a good time. You know what I'm saying? Puerto Rican Day Parade, especially Judah. Any parade you got going on, we in there. We don't give a damn. It's a time for us to party.
Hey, and like you say, the enemy know that as a weakness. That's why what's this June 19th? Probably Juneteenth ain't about celebrate. That's probably been about 10 to 12 years old.
Right.
And you got, like you say, Jake, oh man, yeah. Or a day off, a day I could buy some more liquor. You know what I'm saying? Right. But they don't, like you say, they don't know the meaning behind that is wickedness. And the enemy looking like, yeah, it's another day where I can make you buy some liquor, where you can put more money into me.
Right.
That's the way he looking at it. But, our people looking at, oh, man, it's a celebration. I'm going to have a good time. I'm going to get this. I'm going to buy this. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. We're going to jump to Psalms 37 and go to 23 all the way to 25.
God. This is Psalms chapter 37 and verse number 23. The steps of a good man are ordered by the Lord, and he delighteth in his way. Though he fall, he shall not be utterly cast down, for Yahweh upholdeth him with his hand. I have been young, and now am old, yet have I not seen the righteous forsaken, nor his seed begging bread.
See, I say the steps of a good man ordered by the Lord, delight of his way. When you're a good man, or you're going to say good man or good woman, when you're walking in this commandment, the Lord is delighted by that. And what does it say? Although he shall fall, he should not be cast down. The Lord going to hold you up. Of course, we're going to stumble, but the Lord, that could be a test from the Lord to see how strong you are in this truth. He's still holding you up. So you're going to get right back up. Everybody stumble. Even a baby first walking stumble till they get the hang of it. Till you get the hang of this truth. And what does it say? Nor shall his seed be begging bread. So we don't know if you follow this truth, your seed might be blessed by being righteous. You know what I mean? You spread that down the line. By being righteous. It says steps of a good man order. He delighted by that. See, a lot of times, like I also say, they don't read things like this in the church. What if this was read to some people, some brothers in the church? When you're doing that right, when you're on that right path, the Lord delighted by that. But of course, the church sees things a little differently. But sometimes brothers need to hear that. Sometimes people need to hear that, not just brothers. Change your perspective on things. But see, the world out here is all about evil. The world is all about wickedness. When you look on TV, that's all it is. Killing, robbing, everything for the mighty dollar out here, especially with our people. Righteousness is the last thing on their mind.
God.
And that's some of the things we got to change, especially with our people, because that's not for us. And we can see how did that wickedness been helping us out? How did we gain by being wicked? Not. We at the bottom. Not being righteous with each other. And of course, we know when we were dealing with each other and right, they don't like that. What they do, burn up towns, put them underwater. When we righteous and we acting with each other, they can't stand that. They're going to do whatever they can to keep us not from acting righteous. Let's jump to
a quick thing. I just looked up the word delighted. So it's showing you some synonyms pertaining to delighted. It says glad, happy, joyful, thrilled, overjoyed, ecstatic, euphoric, right? Elated, in seventh heaven, right? Gleeful, So when the Lord said he'll be delighted of you, you know, it's you can look at it like overjoyed, ecstatic.
A
He's
multitude of
happy as
things.
hell, right? Huh?
A multitude of things.
Right. See what I'm saying? The Lord excited, like, and it said even in seventh heaven. And who's in the seventh heaven? Who's in quote unquote third heaven, as it would say, is the Most High. You know what I'm saying?
And you know what that is? That remind me of like a father when his kid's doing something good. You don't feel more prouder than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yep. You're gonna brag and everything, like in the book of Sirach, Sirach chapter 30. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna brag about your child and happy as hell. You want everybody to know. It's like the parent when the child graduates.
There you go.
You want everybody to know. You know what I'm
There you
saying?
go.
They happy as hell. You let everybody know what's going on. They tell them the date, the location, and show up.
And you can't stop talking about it. You know what I mean? Definitely. So that, you know what I mean? When you broke down all that, that's how the Lord feel about us. That's like I was saying. Just imagine if that was said in the church about us following the commandments. You pleasing the Most High. How you say delight, ecstatic, huh? You know how you be when you be ecstatic. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
About his kids doing what he asked them to do. Matter of fact, his kids following in his ways of righteousness.
Hey, I got a quick precept, just to go literally specific on the precept that you're bringing out as well. Just to show you an example with a father and a son, right? A father that was following the laws of the Most High and became rich. He became so rich that he was able to pass down an inheritance to his son, and his son did not have to beg for nothing. Right? So just to bounce off Psalms 37 and verse number 25, let's get Genesis chapter 26, and let's get verse number 3. We're going to read from 3 to 6, and then we're going to jump all the way to verse number 12.
You want me to get that for y'all?
No, I'll read it. Con. This is Genesis chapter 26 and verse number 3. This is the Lord speaking to Abraham. Sojourn in this land, and I will be with thee, and I will bless thee. For unto thee and unto thy seed, and I will give all these countries, and I will perform the oath, which I swear unto Abraham thy father, and I will make thy seed to multiply as the stars of the heavens, and will give unto thy seed all these countries, and in thy seed shall all the nations of the earth be blessed. And you're going to see why, right? Why did the Lord say he's going to bless them? Because that Abraham obeyed my voice and kept my charge, my commandments, my statutes, and my laws. Right? So he's saying because Abraham kept the laws and the commandments of Yahweh Shemel Wishai, remember, as we read earlier throughout the lesson, righteousness is also a reward. The Lord has a reward for you, right? So part of Abraham's reward, the Lord said he's going to bless him and his seed. He's going to be a father of many nations, going to be rich and everything. Why? Because he was a man of faith and he trusted in the Lord and he kept the commandments as well. Right? And that's what made him righteous. In verse 6, and Isaac dwelt in Gerar. Now, if you jump to verse number 12, right? It says, then Isaac sowed in that land and received in the same year 100-fold. And the Lord blessed him. So you see what the blessing from Abraham on down to Isaac now? It said Isaac sowed in that land and the Lord blessed him and he received 100-fold. Right? So the Lord kept his promise. Now from there, if you jump all the way down to verse number, let me see. Here we go. Verse number 14 and 15. It says, for he had possessions of flocks and possessions of herds and great store of servants, and the Philistines envied him. So this is all the riches and the resources that Isaac had that was passed on down to him from Abraham, his father. Right? And when Abraham was gone, he had a land, Isaac had a land that was left unto him from his father Abraham, and the Lord blessed Isaac 100-fold even more. So he never had to beg for nothing. He was rich 100 times more. Right? And it's the key right here. It says, for all the wells which his father's servants had dig in the days of Abraham his father. See that? The Philistines had stopped them and filled them with earth. So the Philistines was hating. They was envious because of the riches of Isaac But he got that rich passed on down from who? From his father.
Con.
And his father got that riches and inheritance by what? By keeping the laws and the commandments of God. And he was a righteous man. So the Lord rewarded him and rewarded even his son as well.
Con.
All right. And if you keep reading on down, Isaac found a new piece of land and he get even more richer and more resources and everything. But it all started with his father.
Con.
Right? So just for you brothers and sisters, you know, keep in mind, you're the generation the Lord is waking up to break them generational curses. So your parents might not be rich, family, whatever, this and that. It might start with you. You know what I'm saying? And then you can pass on down that inheritance unto your children. They would never have to beg for no food, money, resources, whatever, here and there, this and that. It starts with us. Con?
Con.
And the Lord is watching. So I yield.
No, con. A good precept, like we read earlier, scripture said, your seed would be not without bread. Like we said, that righteousness, it passed down. It's still a reward. You know what I mean? It might not be, like you're saying, to you, but if I reward your seed, I'm rewarding for your righteousness. Let's jump to Matthew 6 and 30. We're going to go all the way to 33.
Okay. It's the book of Matthew, chapter 6, and verse number 30. It says, wherefore, if God so clothe the grass of the field, which today is, and tomorrow is cast into the oven, shall he not much more clothe you, O ye of little faith? Keep going.
Yeah, we going to go all the way. Stop at 34. My fault.
34? Okay. Therefore, take no thought, saying, what shall we eat? Or what shall we drink? Or wherewithal shall we be clothed? For after all these things do the Gentiles seek. For your heavenly Father knoweth that ye have need of all these things. But seek ye first the kingdom of God and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you.
Kind, like you said earlier, when you do that righteousness, the Most High know what you need. He gonna provide those things for you. What does it say earlier? Do he clothe the field with grass, which is day to day? So he know what you need. What it say, ye a little faith. But it says also, like we were saying with Abraham and the earth, you got to walk in that righteousness. You got to seek the kingdom first. Without seeking the kingdom and righteousness, you're not going to obtain all those things. Not in righteousness. And of course, I know we got people saying, well, people got this all the time. You don't know what they had to give up to get that. We see that all the time with some of our people when they sell their soul. And what happens when the white man or the master say, oh, you did something I didn't like? He takes it back with the quickness. Or what else? They got to bite their tongue. They can't say what they want to say.
Right.
Ain't nothing worse than that when you can't say how you say what you want to say or what you feel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They taking that alternate route to get those riches. But that's a small thing. That's a small thing what they got. And we see it all the time. You can't name too many entertainers that haven't had their riches taken quickly for something they didn't say.
Look at Kanye,
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Look at Kyrie Irving.
Bill Cosby.
Yeah. Hey, this is literally black quote unquote Israelite entertainers from all different genre of entertainment. From TV show with Bill Cosby to basketball with Kyrie Irving to rap with Kanye West. You know what I'm saying? What's the other one? Even boxing.
Yep, Tyson. Red Fox.
You know what I'm
Red
saying?
Fox got it. You know what I mean?
Even Floyd, boxing with Floyd. You forget in the beginning, Floyd know he an Israelite. It was a statement he made. He was talking about like, yeah, we're the Jews and everything. Floyd even said it earlier before he started, kissing Amalek's behind. Floyd said he was an Israelite earlier, a couple of years ago. He knew that. He even got a boxing dude named Zab Judah, who knows he's an Israelite, last name named Judah. You know what I'm saying? But once they say something against the system, then they take that money away from them.
There you go.
And now they got to compromise. You know?
Hey, take the money, or we'll find something that you allegedly did 30, 25 years ago and put you in prison.
Right. Man, listen, man, there was an Edomite that had a dream. A white woman had a dream. She probably lied, talking about a black man raped her. You know what they did, bro? They literally arrested the black man. He didn't even commit the crime.
Hey, but that's
she had
that's what they always say. How many instances there are of guys about to go to the NFL? They went to a party and a white woman say they raped them. Right, go years down the line. Oh no, I just made that up.
Should I do that with Jonathan Majors? With the actor from The Birth of a Nation? Yeah, man, it's crazy. Man.
Not only that, like you say, how many times the Emmett Till situation?
Emmett Till. Mm-hmm.
The main reason, what's one of the reasons why they burnt down Wall Street over a lie?
Right.
And the lady, the Edomite lady said it, I think hours before her deathbed.
They should have tortured her. Boy, the Lord got her. The Lord got her. You're not just gonna escape. You wait till your old age, your ass about to die, and now you want to confess? Nah, you're not just gonna escape that.
Oh no, definitely not.
How about Sharpen got some real special stuff for you?
She probably was suffering before that and just thought, oh, if I admit it now, it'll change everything up.
And that's their pride. Hey, remember, even Herod's wife in the book of Matthew, before when he was about to crucify Yahushua, Herod's wife said, let this man go because I was getting tortured by him in my dreams. You know what I'm saying? She said she was having nightmares about Yahushua the Messiah in her dreams. And she was like, leave this man alone. Let him go. You have no idea who you're dealing with. Leave him alone.
Definitely.
He's worse than what you think he is. You know what I'm saying? The Son of God himself. Boy.
No, you good. But like we say, that's some of our people. Just because you have so-called earthly riches has nothing to do with the kingdom of heaven.
Right.
It's a temporary thing. And they didn't receive those gifts righteously a lot of times. You know what I mean? A lot of times they received them gifts by selling out their own people.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if it was done righteously, you still would be able to be amongst some of your people sometime. You know what I mean? But now that you got this, you got to distance yourself from us. A lot of them, they distance themselves. Let's go to Psalms 112. We're going to go to 1 and we're going to read all the way to 10.
Right. And you still got the videos too, so just in case, so you don't forget.
Yeah. I was going to probably bust those once y'all try to switch out. So it'll give you no time to switch out.
Yeah, ain't no switching out, I guess.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got you. Well, then shit, we can run them after this then. I ain't know that.
Yeah. You said Psalms what?
112, and we're going to start at 1, and we're going to go all the way to 10.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 112 and verse 1. Praise ye Yahweh. Blessed is the man that feareth the Lord, that delighteth greatly in his commandments.
So like, there go that word again, like you say, delightly. Keep going up.
His seed shall be mighty upon the earth. The generation of the upright shall be blessed. Wealth and riches shall be in his house, and his righteousness endure forever. Unto the upright there ariseth light in the darkness. He is gracious and full of compassion and righteous. A good man showeth favor and lendeth. He will guide his affairs with discretion.
All that, like we were saying earlier, guide his affairs, passing down to his seed. And what does it say? Righteousness it will endure forever. Wealth and riches will be in his house. He, as you were saying, he rewarded, right? He rewarded Job. He rewarded Abraham. A lot of prophets were rich, righteously though. You know what I mean? So he does reward you. Keep going up.
Surely he shall not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance.
One more time with that. What should the righteous be up?
Surely shall he not be moved forever. The righteous shall be in everlasting remembrance. It's heavy.
That righteousness, that everlasting remembrance. Like what we were just saying with some of the people that was rich earthly. We only remember them for the things that happened to them. You rarely hear people talking about how they got it or whatever, or they did this or they did this in the community. The one thing you remember is that fall out of grace. That's how you know it wasn't done righteously. You don't remember, man, he built this, he came, helped, she helped us, we did, we see this person take that climb righteously. You don't hear that with them. You only hear that downfall, that crash.
Yeah, that's heavy.
Kind of keep going up.
He shall not be afraid of evil tidings. His heart is fixed, trusting in the Lord. His heart is established. He shall not be afraid until he see his desire upon his enemies.
And this all out of being righteous. It says you should not have fear of enemy. Trusting in the Lord. His desire would be upon his enemy. And this is all about you being righteous. This all comes with you get a variation of things with right. You see people envy me. You see your enemies. You get wealth all by being righteous. Go ahead, Op.
He have dispersed. He have given to the poor. His righteousness endureth forever. His horn shall be exalted with honor. The wicked shall see it and be grieved. He shall gnash with his teeth and melt away. The desire of the wicked shall perish.
What did you just say? When Abraham passed down passed down, what did the enemies? They were upset. They were angry about that. But what does it also say? His righteousness endure forever. And what did it just say? How we just said a lot of people who they say they establish that they give to the poor. They help their people out. It ain't just about me. And I say this all the time. Who wants to be rich and your brothers around you don't have it? That don't even feel right.
Yeah.
What I enjoy, what the scriptures say, what I want for myself, I want for my brother.
God.
Because you're gonna get up. Just imagine if you had 10 million, I had 10 million. You know the joy we'll all have.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what being righteous is about. Not just for me. I want everybody around me to get this.
God.
Just like you were saying, birds of a feather flock together. But sometimes how some of us act when we get that, no, I can't do this for y'all.
Right.
I can't you can't give me $20 and you got 20 million? You know, what type of sense does that make? You know what I'm saying? I know you when you didn't have nothing. But that's us not being righteous, especially not righteous with each other. And that's an easy way for some of us to fall. An easy way.
Yeah.
It
is people like that, Ak.
Oh, definitely.
I know brothers personally, Ak. They got family members that's millionaires, Ak. And they ask them for some type of help, like nigga, like nigga, hey, a lot of times, like damn.
Hey, a lot of times people change their number.
Yeah,
hey, they change their number.
That's cold-blooded, man.
God. Oh no, I don't associate with them. You what?
Nigga, we grew up together, nigga. The same.
Who are you?
Right.
Oh, man, I don't know you, man. Don't call this number again. Click.
Right. Right, you bitch ass niggas.
I say this guy's a full blown devil now. Man, I don't know. You beneath me. What? 2 months ago, we was just hanging out.
Right. How did you get my number, scum? You peasants. What?
Hey, but that's how it is. You know what I mean? That's how our people are, man. When we get a little something, we just deal with each other, man, harshly, man.
Yeah, man.
But that be our breaking point too. Not wanting to give to your brother. Knowing you'll get that back tenfold.
I'll never forget it.
Come on. All right, Doc, let's go to the you can run all the videos. We're gonna show how we follow these commandments righteously and we celebrate righteously. You can just run them all up.
Where did you get this number, peasant?
Yeah, who gave you this number? You know what I mean? He don't live here no more. He don't live here no more.
Right. Good.
You know me. No, sir. I don't know who you are. How did you get this number?
Yeah, it's DeAndres. Who?
Never heard of you.
Right.
I never heard of you.
First Thessalonians 13:11, waking up, that's in Romans. Knowing that the time now is high time to wake up. Salvation is at hand, ask the Lord his favor. Ask the hour for mercy, grace be your behavior. No time to be lying inside my soul, y'all want me to make the sometimes I come and I'm alone. Hang up with Jacob, just trying to put out the truth. Hope that my people wake up. It is what it is. We came out of Egypt. We was abundant. I was king. Over to the house. All our weapons, so we followed up. Power was working with brothers. Who that part is in? He does the freedom because that was the only. Say what? So unbelievable. How can I deal with the rest of these curses? Let's see who these curses apply to determine the origin, lineage, nation, the bad preaching to the real Jews. Instead of saying we the real Jews, we the Romanese and the real Jews. The Revelations 1 and 3. Sing it. Just know we are the Israelites. Yahweh Hashem. Yahweh Shah. Baruch God to my Israelites. From Yasharallah. One more time. Just know we are Israelites. Yahweh Hashem. Yahweh Shah. Baruch God to my Israelites. From Yasharallah. And look, Yahweh said he coming. Yahweh said he coming. Yahweh said he coming. Come, Yasharallah, to my Israelites. Come, Yasharallah. HOI Detroit. Who say the South ain't got nothing, son? Y'all see the right? All right, now loud, we here. We're going to climb to the top of the Empire State Building, and we're going to put up a banner that says Esau is the end of the world, and Jacob is the beginning of it that follow it. That's why you so-called white people is climbing to the top of the damn Empire State Building. What was that, some Russian couple? Talking about they went up there to profess they love.
They like to play with death.
Yeah, man.
Because one gust of wind, they gone.
Yeah, matter of fact, let's kick that.
Yeah.
Pure madness, right?
Esau love playing with death.
Put up a big giant banner. Esau's the end of the world.
God.
And Jacob is the beginning of it, that following.
God.
This kingdom is finished, man. They like that wild adventurous side.
That's why they like to bungee jump and skydive.
Yeah, let's get the class.
And climb Mount Everest. They like death.
Let's start from the beginning. And that particular couple,
Yeah.
they say they go to every country and do that. They go all over the world climbing skyscrapers.
No harness.
No. Yo, a little afternoon summer breeze with a blue vibe.
Yeah.
Cause you know how it be hot as hell in the summer, and then a breeze will come out of nowhere. Oh, you be like, damn, that felt good.
Yeah.
And it like kind of blow you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
That turns them on that might happen.
This kingdom is finished. Man. That adrenaline rush.
Yeah, that's the point of it. They want. Yeah. What if we die?
This is Genesis 25:21. And Isaac entreated the Lord for his wife because she was barren. And the Lord was entreated of him, and Rebekah, his wife, conceived. And the children struggled together within her. And she said, if it be so, why am I thus? And she went to inquire of the Lord. And the Lord said unto her, 2 nations are in thy womb, and 2 manner of people shall be separated from thy bowels. 2 manner of people. Jake is off as hell. Our people are finished in these last days, but we still not going to do certain things Esau going to do.
Right.
You will not see Jake and Eve climb their ass up to the top of the Empire State Building and talk about they professor they love.
Right.
Hell no. Eve will leave Jake if he suggests that.
Right.
And Jake will leave Eve if she suggests that. Jake will come back and get a suit back again full of and say, she's been around the white people too long. I just want to climb up. I say, yo, we can end it right now. You know what I'm saying? Read on it says, and the one people shall be stronger than the other people, and the elder shall serve the younger. And a lot of times we're mentally stronger than Esau. He might have the technology and stuff in his society and be strong on that level, but we got a strong mind not to do stupid stuff like that.
Right.
They're weak-minded and cynical to even think to do something like that.
Right.
Right? Read on it says, and when her days to be delivered were fulfilled, behold, there were twins in her womb. And the first came out red all over like a hairy garment, and they called his name Esau. And after that, his brother came out, and his hand took hold on Esau's heel, and his name was called Jacob. And Isaac was 80 years old when she bare them. And the boys grew, and Esau was a cunning hunter. Isn't the so-called white man, does he have that hunting spirit?
Right.
He even hunt humans. He hunt human beings. He hunt everything. He hunts nations. He hunts lands. He hunts human beings. He hunts people.
Right.
And he definitely hunt out. Look at the hood. The police hunt us in the hood.
There was a movie with Ice-T about that.
Yeah.
They said the Ice-T when
surviving
the game. And that ties in with Nolan. That kid Nolan from Mississippi, he took him to that island, and all the Edomites came back except him.
Right, that's in the spirit, yeah.
Yeah.
They took Ice-T to that wilderness.
Right.
And Nolan they took him to that horn, and they said that horn island is desolate.
Right, Satan's horn. Satan's horn.
Yeah, Satan's horn. Satan's horn's island.
Yeah.
They took him there, they said there's nothing on
nothing, no store, no nothing. It's just
they said when you go to that island, more likely than not, you going there to turn up or do something wild, or probably just knowing Esau have sex out there.
Do you know
even Jake sometimes?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you know how dark it gets out there? That island? There's no street lights. Yeah.
No cameras, nothing.
Yeah.
So they could have did anything to that brother. That's a good analogy, Joe, with that movie Surviving the Game.
Right.
I was just talking about that on my live the other night.
Right.
And again, I'm gonna bring it out again. They got a book called Transformation of America.
Right.
When they say surviving the game is something real, it's called the dangerous game.
Right.
And they got something called the most dangerous game. They got levels.
Yeah, Salaki, there's no sound with that one.
Con. All right, I just wanted to we can buy. I just wanted to let's go to Judges 5 and 11. I just wanted to show how we rehearsing some of the righteous acts. How we go to the highways and byways. We do Passover, tabernacles. So we actually are rehearsing those righteous acts.
God. It's the book of Judges, chapter 5, and verse number 11. They that are delivered, Judges chapter 5 and verse number 11. They that are delivered from the noise of the archers and the places of drawing water, there shall they rehearse the righteous acts of the Lord, even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of his village, of his villages in Israel. Then shall the people of the Lord go down to the gates.
Like I just want to show how us as a camp, us as Israelites, we rehearse these righteous acts. We do the tabernacles, Passover, we go to the highways and byways. So we are doing these things righteously. We rehearsing these righteous acts. So that how we also are being righteous. You know what I mean? We doing what the Lord wants us to do. We following these righteous acts. So I just wanted to show a few videos of, us actually doing it. And then you see the first one, like we say, we was having a good time. That was all done righteously. You know what I mean? Wasn't nobody sloppy, drunk, falling out, passing blunts around, nothing of that nature.
Right.
Let's go to Proverbs 8 and 35. We're gonna read 35 and 36.
God. It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 8, and verse number 35. For whoso findeth me findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. But he that sinneth against me wrongeth his own soul. All they that hate me love death.
What did it say? Whoso findeth me findeth life. Whoso find these commandments, you find life. Being righteously doing these commandments, you find life. And what did it say? He that sinneth against me, you wrong your own soul. You do yourself wrong. What's the opposite of doing wrong? Right.
Right.
When you find that life, when you do righteousness, you find of life. Like we also say, when you come into this truth, you start over as a baby. You begin that new life. Like you said earlier, we the light. When you find this truth, you get yourself out of that darkness. You walk right into that light. You begin that life. You find in that life how that breath of fresh air. You revived. Let's go to Tobit 12 and 9.
Tobit. It's the book of Tobit, chapter 12, and verse number 9. For alms doers deliver from death, and shall purge away all sins. Those that exercise alms in righteousness shall be filled with life.
Says when you do alms and exercise righteousness, you filled with life. Giving up alms righteously, fill yourself with life. Like we said earlier, you feel different when you got something. But just imagine if you could spread that wealth amongst your brothers, amongst your family, amongst your camp. It's a whole different feeling when everybody got that joy in it. When you're not keeping that to yourself. You feel good. Sometimes I think, how we were saying when a brother keep all that to himself, you got to feel some type of way about yourself. That's why sometimes they distance themselves from other people. They don't feel good with themselves. Well, I can't be around them no more. But when you can pass that wealth, spread it out, you feel good. I'm uplifting my brother. I'm uplifting my people. That's a good feeling. Let's go to Proverbs 13 and 20. Chapter 13 and verse 20.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse number 20. He that walketh with wise men shall be wise, but a companion of fools shall be destroyed.
What did you say early? Birds of a feather flock together. When you walk with righteous brother, you're going to walk righteously. But the same thing goes there. When you walking with either brothers, you're going to be evil. You got to put yourself with like-minded brothers. We say that all the time. Read 21.
Evil pursueth sinners, but to the righteous, good shall be repaid.
See, when it said all these rewards come with being righteous. Righteous good shall be repaid. Evil chase sinners. What we say, birds of a feather flock together. Yeah. The righteous shall be repaid. It's that constant thing telling you righteous, commandments, follow the commandments, be righteous. It all goes together, all plays a part. Walk righteously. We said earlier about righteous people in the book being rewarded. Your seed being rewarded for you being righteous. You have all these ways of that showing you that you should be righteous. Let's go to Proverbs 12 and 21.
Con, I'm here.
Okay. 12
Yeah,
and 20.
can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. We can hear you.
Let's see. Yeah, Shalom. Can you hear me?
Yep, we can hear you out. You still
right.
there?
Yeah. Lions of a pack got your back. Deceit is in the heart of them that imagine evil, but to the counselors of peace is joy.
Read 21.
Verse number 21. Let me see where we at. 21. It says, there shall no evil happen to him, to the just, but the wicked shall be filled with mischief.
Says no evil shall happen when you just, when you righteous, when you're walking in these commandments. No evil shall happen to you. But also, what's the opposite of that? But the wicked shall be filled with mischief. Still telling you, be righteous. All those good things that come with being righteous. All that wickedness with the opposite. You know what I mean? We trying to get our people out of that wickedness. Time to change our ways. Because all that wickedness, look how we living now, being wicked. We worse off. You know what I mean? When you see our people, especially now the internet, the things they doing, we doing to each other. Yeah, don't get me wrong. You know, Esau doing things, but we doing things to each other also. We helping them out. There's nothing righteous about that. Let's go to Genesis 18 and 26.
It's the book of Genesis, chapter 18, and verse number 26. This is Genesis chapter 18 and verse number 26. It's lucky. All right, got it there. It says, and the Lord said, if I find in Sodom 50 righteous within the cities, then I will spare all the place for their sakes.
Now see the righteousness. He's saying in this city of all evil, if I could just find 50 people, I'll spare the whole city.
Right.
Just with that righteousness, he said he would spare the whole city. It could have been a city of 100,000, 1,000,000. Just find me those 50 righteous is worth me saving this whole city. What we saying, righteousness, not only yourself, righteousness saves your kingdom, your nation, all that, being righteous. That's the way we got to walk, being righteous. All the rewards of being righteous. Let's go to Exodus 23 and 7.
It's the book of Exodus, chapter 23, and verse number 7. Keep thee far from a false matter, and the innocent and righteous slay thou not, for I will not justify the wicked.
Once again, keeping the righteous safe. Slay them not. I will not justify the wicked. The wicked would have to pay, but the righteous, he's going to save.
God.
It's justice for being righteous. Righteous how? Following the law, statutes, and commandments. Walking in the ways of the Most High. It's being righteous. We've been saying that this whole time. That's how we have to walk as a people. How are we going to get out of here? By being righteous, by following these commandments. We want to get out of here. We want that wealth. We want to be out of it. We want our own kingdom. But we got to be righteous. Only way it's going to happen, being righteous. Now let's go to Deuteronomy 4 and 8.
It's the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 4, and verse number 8. Deuteronomy chapter 4 and verse number 8. And what nation is there so great, that have statutes and judgments so righteous as all this law which I set before you this day?
Like you were saying earlier, we that nation that he set, the statutes and judgment. I gave you all this to be above everybody. You are that elite nation in righteousness. Everybody should follow amongst us. Everybody looks up to us. But we got to get in that righteous state. Being wicked, falling all out, getting high, doing all these things, hurting each other, murdering each other, stabbing each other in the back. That's not the way the Most High wanted us to live. You can't get no reward from that. What parent would reward they child for evil, for wickedness? What righteous parent? Let me say that. You know what I mean? Because some parents do reward their kids for being evil. But we talking about in righteousness. That's the only way you're going to get rewarded. Let's jump to Job 17 and 9.
God. It's the book of Job, chapter 17, and verse number 9. Job 17 and 9, it says, the righteous also shall hold on his way, and he that have clean hands shall be stronger and stronger.
Being righteous, having clean hands in this truth, getting stronger in this truth, getting a stronger will. You got to be righteous. When you get stronger, you build spiritually, physically, all that. It can even be financially sometimes. Getting stronger in all these ways. But you got to be righteous. You got to be righteous in this truth, following these commandments. And it's not hard to be righteous. Sometimes some of us, we so happy with being wicked. You know what I mean? We think righteousness is the evil and wickedness is the right way to be. We got things backwards here. Let's go to Job 22 and 3.
It's the book of Job, chapter 22 and verse number 3. Is it any pleasure to the Almighty that thou art righteous? Or is it gain to him that thou makest thy ways perfect?
Is it a gain when we make the ways perfect? What we read earlier, he delighted when we righteous. He's delighted when we follow those commandments. When we walk in righteousness, we please the Most High. That's what we want. We want to please our Father. What does it say? We want to be like, he made us in his image.
God.
So if he righteous, we got to start being righteous. we ain't going to get things till we start walking in the way he wants us to walk. And a lot of times we don't know those commandments are the benefit of us. They benefit us. They're for us to put us in a better place, to make us that elite nation, that top nation. These are the things we got to do. Let's go to Proverbs 10 and 21.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 10, and verse number 20. Proverbs chapter 10 and verse number 21. The lips of the righteous feed many, but fools die for want of wisdom.
The lips of the righteous feeds many, wakes up many. We see this in this truth. How many people have they been woken up? How many people have been fed by this truth? It's been people been doing foolishness for all along. They gone. They doing something else. But this truth still sticking around, getting stronger. Started in America. Now it's all over. It ain't no telling how many countries this truth is in. How they say it's that big steamrolling machine that they can't stop. But it says the lips of righteousness feeds many. This word is righteous. So it's going to spread. It's going to touch many. That's how you know this is the way to follow. Because like I tell brothers all the time, a lot of us didn't grow up with each other, didn't go to school. How we connect over this Bible righteously. This is what we got to do. We got to start being righteous with each other. It's the only way to be. Let's end it off with. Go ahead, Al.
Lucky, I got a quick precept just to back you up. Like you were saying in the book of Job, also in Proverbs, when speaking about the righteous, when the Lord said, don't slay the righteous, right? And he would not acquit or justify the wicked, right? So this is a quick story about Onias in 2 Maccabees. 2 Maccabees chapter 3 and verse number 1. Now, when the holy city was inhabited with all peace, and the laws were kept very well, because of the godliness of Onias the high priest and his hatred of wickedness. So this is an Israelite that hated wickedness and kept the laws of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, right? And it said very well, right? Now look what happens. It came to pass that even the kings themselves did honor the place and magnify the temple with their best gifts, insomuch that Seleucus, king of Asia, of his own revenues, bear all the costs belonging to the service of the sacrifices. So what is it talking about? With Onias as a high priest, with him keeping the laws and commandments of God, right? And he made sure the whole nation kept the laws and commandments in righteousness, right? That even the other nations looked at how holy we were as a people and gave us some respect, even sent unto us gifts. Why? Because remember in Genesis, the Lord said unto Abraham and his children, those that bless you shall be blessed, and those that curse you shall be cursed. Right? So even Seleucus was one of the four generals, which was with the four generals of Alexander the Greek. You know, like Symmachus, Cassander, Seleucus, and also it was one more, Ptolemy. Right? So in the beginning, how righteous we were as a nation of Israel, even some of these Edomites was like, damn, like we can't do nothing against these people, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
and you know what Esau, you know, whenever he trying to help us, is he not just doing it out of his good nature.
There you go, Hop.
You know what I'm saying? He wants something out of it. You think Esau don't understand if he bless us, we shall be blessed. He shall be blessed. But also Esau, with his hatred towards us, is so strong, it overcomes his own good that he can do for himself and his people. That's why he's willing to poison the water that we drinking, and he also got to drink as well. You know what I'm saying?
It don't matter if he hurt himself.
Right. But even in that point, what happened? It said the nations, because of the righteousness we was moving in, that they had to give us respect. They had to give us gifts and all of this stuff because of how lawful we was as a people. And we were an example, like in the book of Deuteronomy. What nation is like this? You know, that moves so wise with wisdom and have the Most High God with them. Even Bathsheba, not Bathsheba, Queen of Sheba, said that about Solomon, right? What
Yeah.
nation is great, that is so loved by the Most High God, like Solomon and the nation of Israel, right? So Onias, he was a righteous high priest, right? Now, this is a problem right here. This is where the coons and the sellouts come in. The hatred of our people. Verse 4, but one Simon of the tribe of Benjamin, who was made governor of the temple, fell out with the high priest about disorder in the city. And when he could not overcome Onias, he got him to Apollonius, the son of Thracius, who then was governor of Syria and Phoenice, and told him that the treasury in Jerusalem was full of infinity sums of money, so that the multitude of their riches, which did not pertain to the account of the sacrifices, was innumerable, and that it was possible to bring all into the king's hand. So he snitched on his own people because he couldn't get a good position, similar to like Onias. He was a hater, an Israelite and a sellout, right? Now I want to show you another part. This was a big example right here. Let's get 2 Maccabees chapter 4 and verse number 34.
All right.
Because in the beginning of 2 Maccabees chapter 4, you had Simon and you also had Jason that betrayed Onias, who was the high priest. And it was bucking for his position. All right. Now, look what happened to Onias. 2 Maccabees chapter 4 and verse number 34. Wherefore Menelaus, taking Andronicus apart, prayed him to get Onias into his hands, who being persuaded thereunto and coming to Onias in deceit, gave him his right hand with oaths, and thought he were suspect by him, yet persuaded he him to come forth out of the sanctuary, whom forthwith he shut up without regard of justice. So they set Onias up, right?
Yeah.
They set him up, the high priest, right? For the which cause, not only the Jews, but many also of other nations took great indignation and were much grieved for the unjust murder of the man. So look how everybody reacted when they murdered a righteous man of God, Onias, right? It says many of our people was grieved, and even the other nations, they was pissed off and mad. You see what I'm saying? Right. The other nations was pissed off and mad because of how righteous Onias was, the high priest. Remember in 2 Maccabees chapter 3, it said basically the nations, they gave respect unto Israel because of how righteous we were. And it's like with Proverbs chapter 29. When the wicked bear rule, the people mourn, but when the righteous bear rule, the people rejoice.
Praise, yeah,
you know? Yeah, there's more on that, but just wanted to bring out those quick 2 points.
No, good precept. And it's like that sort of today. How we move, a lot of the other nations, they kind of don't want to say it, but they envy us a lot of times. And even like you say, even in our wickedness, they still envy us. So when we moving righteously, they see that because they automatically want to do what we do or be like we, dress like we want to dress. You can see that with anything, you know what I mean? If we do something, they're gonna eventually they're gonna start dressing like that. The way we wear our shoes, they're gonna do that. The way we talk, they start talking that way.
Hey, Slocky, there's more real quick. Just not to stretch out the point.
No.
Verse 36, and when the king was come again from the places of Cilicia, the Jews that were in the city and the certain of the Greeks that abhorred the fact also complained because Onias was slain without cause. Therefore Antiochus was heartily sorry, and moved to pity, and wept because of the sober and modest behavior of him that was dead. So even the Edomites, even the enemy was like, damn, how righteous this man was. You know what I'm saying?
God.
Even they was feeling bad, like, damn. Right? And being kindled with anger, forthwith he took away Andronicus, his purple, and rent off his clothes, and leading him through the whole city unto that very place where he had committed impiety against Onias. There slew he the cursed murderer. Thus the Lord rewarded him his punishment as he had deserved. So look what the Lord did, because Onias had the spirit of a righteous man. And look what the Lord did against those that put that righteous man to death. He even put the spirit on our enemies to bring justice on these damn traitors.
You know
You
what
see what I'm
that's
saying?
you know what that's kind of remind me of? I don't know if you ever see it. You ever notice now, like a lot of Edomites and some of the Moab, they getting on some of these start saying they are the children of the Israel. They are the children of the God. Like you said, a lot of them starting to realize that, and they starting to say it out loud. You know what I mean? So like you said, no, go ahead.
And quick thing, how righteous Onias was with that level of piety and all of that stuff, and you know, hate wickedness. So that also shows what he treated the other nations fair too, according to the laws and commandments of God. So imagine the mindset of the people. It's like, look at us today. A young Jake get killed. He was innocent. He minded his own business. He ain't do nothing wrong. Kept to himself. Pushed positivity. And what happened? Somebody kill him? Bro, you already know, the niggas that killed him is old for them and their whole family. Everybody want blood.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? The Lord gonna put the spirit on the people. Like you like, nigga, that was a good guy. That was a good person. And you killed him?
Unnecessarily
too.
Yeah, it's like you said. What's the? I can't think of the Asian guy. He killed the young brother. They burnt the store down.
Yeah.
Like you say, the people like, man, this young brother wasn't doing nothing. He ain't even had a water. You ain't have to chase him down. You know what I mean? It's just like you say, the people was like, oh no, you got to go. You can't be here no more.
Yeah.
You can't be here no more.
Yeah, that's heavy,
You
know? So where even your enemies is like, nah, bro, you took it too far. Like,
there you go.
Because later on through the story, King, in 2 Maccabees 5, it shows you Jason and them, they was looking for refuge. They went to the Ammonites. Even the Ammonites said, nah, bro, we can't have you around us. Because if you did this to a righteous man of your own nation, we can't trust you.
There you go.
And then he ran to the Arabians. He ran to Ishmael. Even Ishmael said, nah, we ain't helping you with a damn thing. He was isolated. You know what I'm saying? He went to the Spartans. Spartans said, oh, hell no, nigga. You lucky we don't kill you our damn self. So that's the power of why the Lord said, when it comes to a righteous person, leave them alone. Don't try to slay them, because now you put a mark on you, and even your worst enemies, he gonna put their spirit to get on you now.
Cain and Abel.
Cain
say? He was like, if I go out here, somebody gonna kill me.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? What you did to that righteous man. I can't go out there. They're gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? It's that same spirit. Yeah.
Hey, even rival gangs, they'll have a little truce. They'll have a little truce, like, damn, you know, we used to go back and forth at it, you know, killed a lot of each other people and all of that stuff. But that dude was different, man. They should have just left him alone. So you know what? We gonna, you know, for that person, so-and-so, whatever, you know, because of that person name and reputation, man, we gonna have a little peace right here, man. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna have war this month. We gonna take a break just for that person to honor their remembrance, you know, to honor them and, you know, all the good deeds that they have done. That's the Lord that controls all of that.
Definitely.
So move righteous, Israel. You know, the Lord got us. And
definitely, that's what we saying. Move righteous, and those are the things He's going to reward you for moving righteously. We're gonna bust this last one out. Psalms 34 and 19.
It's the book of Psalms, chapter 34, and verse number 19. Many are the afflictions of the righteous, but Yahweh delivereth him out of all of them, out of them all.
What we were just saying, when you righteous, He gonna deliver you out of all. What we was just saying, you know what I'm saying? Being righteous, He gonna remove you. He's gonna reward the righteous. We have to, like I was saying, we got to move righteous. We didn't went over several rewards. What was that? Financially, your seed,
rich,
kingdom, being righteous. There's so many rewards with us moving righteously. So there is no need for us to keep this wickedness, especially with each other. Especially with each other. That should be, like we said, priority number one, being righteous with each other. So I hope everybody was pretty edified and maybe, hopefully would move a little bit more towards righteousness, especially with your nation. So I guess if there's any questions about that, you can send them online and maybe we can go over a few more things if there's any questions. But I hope everybody was edified and learned something and will probably move a little bit more righteous.
And be an example.
Definitely. At least we'll see them coming up on the screen.
I guess the water for the edification. Okay, Lord, praise it. Gang. Yeah, like no other nation, 144, perfect timing.
Okay. Yeah. I don't know. That may wrap it up.
Yeah. Okay, quick announcements. Wednesday class we got tomorrow with Casadia. Thursday class we have with Yawasop East Coast. Just also for those for tabernacles, prep for tabernacles coming up as well. And let's continue to push forward, Israel. Hopefully you was edified, and the water again to the brother Chisel, HOI Detroit.
Shalom.
And you all say,
let's move righteously, Israel. We all family.
Yeah. Oh, I know what it is. You don't want me to move righteous. You want me to be a nigga.
I say, you don't think I know what's going on here, do you?
You don't think I know what's going on? Hey, you don't want me to move righteous. You want me to be a nigga. Huh? I call the Lord on you.
Hey, he knew they wasn't moving righteous out. He's like, don't you know I see what's going on here?
I see what's going on. Goddamn, I got eyes to see. I got spiritual eyes. I got some spiritual eyes.
That's one of my favorite movies.
Beverly Hills joint, man.
Definitely. All right, for that read, knocking them powerful precepts.
Yeah, teamwork makes the dream work, man.
You're not lying about that.
How about you, man? Shy. Kwame Ashala. So we're gonna close off with the Lord's Prayer. Like you said, I see what it is. I see what's going on. Hey, Joseph side, that's real. That's these heathens. That's Esau.
Yeah.
Most like people he's doing.
And they don't think you see what's going on.
You think we stupid. Remember who was it? Was it Trump? Yeah, I believe, the blacks and Hispanics should be the first one to take the jab. The first one?
I already knew that. I say, the first one. Oh, you looking for some you looking for some guinea pigs. How you say? You don't think I know what's going on? Oh no.
You just gonna volunteer us? We even got a choice. You just gonna throw us in there?
Yeah, go first in line.
Right.
So that don't even sound right. I'm good.
Right. I know what's going on. I know what's going on.
You want me to walk into death? Okay, no, I'm straight. Hey, and believe it or not, a lot of people died from this.
Oh yeah. He forgot about that.
God, you know what I'm saying? Man, I ain't about to take that. Is you crazy?
Right. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to put death in me, man. I'm good, man. I take my chances.
Right. Shit, the Nolan Wells case. How they switched up on the evidence. You don't think, I know what's going on. I see what's going on. You think we stupid?
Hey, they found out all that info about it, man. You know what I mean? Esau thought he could hide it and all that. Oh no, okay.
Right.
We're gonna dig a little deeper.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It don't even sound right. You know what I'm saying? Who would say, man, I'm straight. Y'all my only ride on the island. What do it look like me staying here? You sound crazy, man.
You think we stupid?
You know what I'm saying? No, he said he was straight, and y'all left. Oh,
right.
Okay. That don't even sound right.
The hell out of here, man.
Yeah, he said he was good. You don't even know the person he was with. Man, come on now. That don't even sound right, man. Hey, it's
all them, all them conspiracy theories, man. All them, chariots and here and there, all of this stuff. You calling us bug outs and, conspiracy theorists and everything. Well, the theory was correct.
God, man.
It was true.
Hey, just that situation, man. Like some of us, ain't no way. And I mean, ain't no way I'm getting on no boat with y'all. Ain't no way. I don't care what the situation is.
Hell nah.
No, nothing's gonna happen. Yeah, okay. Out there in the middle, it's dark as I don't know what out there. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
It's three of y'all, knowing y'all gonna come up with some type of story. Oh no, I'm straight.
And the stories Esau come up with, that's how you know the Lord said he's taking away his wisdom in Obadiah. Because the stories you come up with, it's not even believable. and it's like you think we stupid. Like, it don't make sense. Like, Jelani Day was a swimmer, and he said the nigga drowned.
What? But did you hear the other story I heard? They said, hey, the boat is sinking, and then they say, we're going to send the Coast Guard. Oh, no, it's not sinking no more. We good.
No,
is it sinking or it's not? Which one is it?
I think we some damn fools.
You call for help, and it's sinking. So I'm going to send it to you.
I'm going to say help. Oh, no, it's sinking.
It ain't sinking.
You think we stupid.
You just told me y'all was up into a foot of water. Which y'all got it out that fast? Yeah, come on, man.
Yeah, I can't wait till the Lord just brings straight judgment on these devils, man. Full power and authority, Yahweh Shem HOI, just straight vengeance.
You ain't lying.
Yeah, man. Yeah, we gotta do a lesson like that, Akko. I know what's going on. Hey, I see what's going on.
and after every statement, say that. I know what's going on. You don't think I know what's going on?
You don't think I know what's going on?
Hey. You don't want no niggas up in here. Hey,
right.
And that's how Esau, as soon as he got loud, hold on, keep it down, sir. Keep it down. We'll accommodate
you. Louder. Right.
Keep it down. We'll accommodate you.
Right.
Hey, and that's all it takes. When some of us get loud, they hold on. We'll fix it.
The Lord said, cry loud and spare not.
God, there you go. Hold on. We'll fix it. We'll fix it.
Yeah, I bet you will fix it. Don't worry. Mr. Fixer-Upper is coming. The Lord is coming. Don't worry. He's going to fix the whole earth.
How you say? Oh, I know how we can make it right. I know how we can make it right.
What's that? Numbers 35 and 33? He that pollute the land cannot be cleansed by the blood of him that sheddeth.
God,
we're going to make it right, all right.
Yeah, I know how we can make it right. Don't worry about it. I know how we can make it right.
God. Yeah, the brother requested, he's like, yeah, you got to do that lesson. Well, I see what's going on.
Say somebody requested. Yeah, you don't think I see what's going on here, huh? Okay.
God. So, all praise Yahweh Shem HOI. Mighty teaching again from the brother Melchizedek of HOI Detroit, his brother Word of YAH. Like how we say in Espanol, la semana mañana, we'll see y'all tomorrow. In the meantime, let's close off with the Lord's Prayer. All right. Okay. All right, for chisel my nizzle. Good. All right, let's close up the Lord's Prayer. All right. All praise Yahweh Shem HOI, B'Shem HaKadosh, Shemai Yasharallah, Yahweh Allah Haydawa, Yahweh Ahad, Abadawa Shabbat Shemayim Kodash Haya Shamka Yahweh Malakufka Taba'a Ratazaka Haya Isha Ba'rataza Kawa Haya Bashamayim Natananawa Lacham Chayawam Wasalach Nawa Chabuaf Nawa Kasalach Nawa Chabuafi Nawa Wala Atabiya Nawa Benasayawana Bal Hawashai Nawa Mayan Rai Kaya Laka Hamalakwaf Wahala Wataparaf Lai Walamium Amen. Our Father which art in heaven, hallowed be thy name, thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, forgive us our debts, we forgive our debtors, and lead us not into temptation, for thine is the kingdom and the power and the glory
forever and ever. Amen. Come to Yahweh Shem Yoshua to please watch over the nation of Israel, to guide and protect us, to direct our steps, and to strengthen us in these last days, to have mercy upon us, forgiveness for all our sins and our transgressions, sins of our forefathers, our foremothers, and our ancestors, even the sins we have committed against you today, knowingly, unknowingly. Have mercy upon us, Yahweh Shem Yoshua, to also strengthen us to be worthy for the kingdom of heaven, strengthen us to overcome the trials and tribulations you will put in front of us. Also give us the spirit to overcome the wickedness of these evils in these times, and also of Satan that's trying to use his wicked devices. To strengthen also the households of Israelite marriages, of husbands and wives and their children and their families, to have angels all around us, encamping us throughout all the households, throughout the four corners of the earth in righteousness, and also to strengthen us as a camp and as a body, to be able to return to the kingdom in these times, and also speed up the time and bring death and destruction and wrath and righteous judgment unto the heathens and to our enemies and those that try to destroy us in these times. The water to Amen. God.
My skin got a story in it. Whole rows in my bones. They call me by a number, but I know my name at home. Chain on my neck, but the line still lives. The way I walk, the way I get. Less to the promise, that's where I fit. I've been chosen, I can feel it. Tell me who I am when the mirror won't lie. Tell me where I came from. It's written in my eyes. I was set apart long before the hurt. The son of the promise. On this earth, house of Israel, that's who I am. House of Israel, blood in the plan. Not by the label, not by the cage. Ancient heritage, calling my name. House of Israel, I know the truth. House of Israel, living in you. They try to bury kings in the headlines. Tried to paint my crown in shame, but the old world still find me. When I speak and I pray, from the fields to the blocks, still rising. Through the fire, still a sign. Every wound got a witness, every scar got a sign. I'm not lost in the crowd. I'm not here by mistake. There's a covenant on my breath, bro, that the world can't break. Tell me who I am when the mirror won't lie. Tell me where I came from. It's written in my eyes. I was set apart long before the hurt. The son of the promise on this earth. House of Israel, that's who I am. House of Israel, blood in the plan. Not by the label, not by the gauge. Ancient heritage, calling my name. I'm House of Israel. I know the truth. House of Israel. And if they strip the names away, I still stand on what was spoken. If the world don't see the line stays unbroken. From father to son, through the night, we remember. I was made for more than sight. I was made for the sinner. House of Israel, that's who I am. House of Israel, blood and the plan. Not by the label, not by the cage. Ancient heritage, calling my name. House of Israel, I know the truth. House of Israel.